Good morning. Thank you for joining me here this morning for a morning mindfulness practice. An opportunity to give a little bit more space perhaps than we usually do to sensing, to coming into direct contact with our felt experience in the body and all around, before the abstractions of thinking and planning and judging and verbalizing. Just sensing what it's like immediately. Just receiving that and opening to it. This is something we can do in any posture, in the middle of any activity. We don't have to take time out in this way to access that mode of being. But if we do, if we take the time to practice in this way, we cultivate that capacity and make it easier to drop in the midst of our lives. So choosing your posture, sitting, standing, lying. Allowing yourself to feel stable, rooted, upright. Closing the eyes if that's comfortable. Leaving them open if that's comfortable. And beginning by acknowledging what is here. The first stage of the three-step breathing space. Just acknowledging. How busy is the mind? The thoughts racing through? Are thoughts congested and slow? The thoughts simply floating through peacefully. Just acknowledging. What emotions are here too. Something subtle or something strong. Emotions can be like the weather, coloring the whole pattern of our experience in a given moment. Like the sun or clouds, or rain or storm, or a light breeze. And also acknowledging the body, the whole universe of the body. With all its variety, its density and its space. Sensing the body in contact with the floor, the chair, the cushion, the mat, whatever is supporting you. Sensing the contact between the body and whatever you're sitting or standing or lying on. Allowing this contact to manifest in your awareness. Perhaps as a thought, but also as a sensation, or a series of sensations. Allowing the felt experience into awareness too. You are embodied. And this body breathes effortlessly. You don't have to remind it to do so. Sensing the breath too. Whatever else is here, allowing the breath to feature, if that feels possible. The rise and the fall. The in and the out. Expanding and softening. Allowing the hands and the feet into awareness too. Maybe tingling, throbbing, pulsating. Maybe temperature. Maybe nothing at all. Just inviting any sensations from the hands and feet to arise in awareness, without looking for anything particular. You're just acknowledging what is here. All the dimensions of this present moment, thought and feeling, sensations throughout the body. And the space around you too, in all directions. Maybe sound, maybe silence. The breadth of awareness. Perhaps noticing that awareness doesn't stop at the boundaries of the body. Far from it. Where aware of the space around us. So allowing it all to be here in the same space. Body, feelings, thoughts, environment, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. And with this broad awareness in the background, choosing one sensation of the body, breath or hands or feet or something else. And allowing the spotlight of attention to rest, to focus on this one place. The breath may be felt in the belly, perhaps. Without having to clear anything from the background of awareness. Letting the spotlight of attention rest in this one place, in the foreground. Steadying effect of resting the attention more narrowly. And just watching this chosen sensation from one moment to the next. Or if you prefer, listening to it, sensing it, apprehending it. Moving up close with the attention. Perceiving. Broad awareness in the background, allowing it all to be here as best you can. And in the foreground, resting the attention in this one place. Wherever you've chosen, it doesn't matter. And of course, the mind will wander. When you notice this, perhaps briefly acknowledging where the mind has gone, perhaps smiling at this natural tendency. It's what all minds do. And then coming back to the place that you have chosen to foreground the attention. Very simply, no more analysis or explanation is required. Knowing that each time you bring the attention back in this way, the neural pathways of awareness are strengthened. The muscle, as it were, of awareness grows stronger. And we make it easier for ourselves in future moments to rest in this way. If something difficult arises at the level of sensation or emotion or thought, see if, as John Kabat-Zinn says, we can put the welcome mat out for it. Noticing the habits of automatic reaction, resistance, as tension in the body, the mind running away somewhere else. Noticing all these automatic reactions to the presence of something difficult. Allowing them to be as they are. And choosing either to keep the attention in the place that you've chosen and just allow the difficulty to do its own thing in the background without resistance or running away. That's one option. Or alternatively, to see what it might be like to turn towards the difficulty, to open the body and mind and heart to it. To explore its edges, to breathe in and direct the breath to the area of difficulty, and to breathe out from here. That may feel possible and it may not. You will know best what the wise choice is in this moment, what is possible and what isn't. But what is possible may not be the same as what is habitual or familiar. There's always the chance to relate to our experience in a new way, perhaps a softer way, perhaps a more open way, perhaps inviting a little more acceptance or a little less judgment, a little more being and a little less doing. Something to explore. Knowing that you can always come back to the place where you've chosen to rest the attention, the foreground, the center stage. without having to get rid of anything from the background. You might see what is like now to expand the spotlight of attention from your chosen sensation out into the whole body. From the fingers and the toes to the crown of the head, at the surface and beneath. The spacious effect of opening the awareness to the body, into the space around you too, through the porous boundary of the body, in all directions into the space around you, as well as the space inside you. Exploring the idea of allowing what is here, just as far as feels possible. If there's something which it doesn't feel possible to allow in this way, we can practice wise avoidance, just doing as much as we feel able to, right here in this moment. And if we need to turn away or step back, that may be the wise choice. Sometimes it certainly is. So allowing this expansion of awareness just as much as feels okay. And allowing these words from Ada Limon to drop into the awareness without needing to do anything with them. This is a poem called Instructions on Not Giving Up. More than the fuchsia funnels breaking out of the crabapple tree, more than the neighbour's almost obscene display of cherry limbs, shoving their cotton candy-coloured blossoms to the slate sky of spring rains. It's the greening of the trees that really gets to me. When all the shock of white and taffy, the world's baubles and trinkets, leave the pavement strewn with the confetti of aftermath. The leaves come, patient, plodding, a green skin growing over whatever winter did to us. A return to the strange idea of continuous living, despite the mess of us, the hurt, the empty. Fine then, I'll take it, the tree seems to say. A new slick leaf unfurling like a fist to an open palm. I'll take it all. Thank you for being here and practicing with me this morning. I'll be back at the same time tomorrow. I wish you a good day. Take care.